Hey guys, it's Robert again from Australian Camping and 4-Wheel Drives. Hey, today we're going to start looking at something a little bit different. We were recently off camping. We were at Brooms Head. And whilst we were at Brooms Head, the mobile phone reception was really poor. We were getting sometimes 1 bar of signal, and then maybe for 20 minutes or so you might get 3 bars and everything would be fine and dandy, and then next couple of hours you'd have nothing, you know. And today's world, you know, we love using technology, don't we? We all love using technology, we love using the internet, like obviously being able to get in contact with people via mobile phones and that as well. And so none of that was available. And you know, most of the time that's great when you go camping, but every now and then it's useful to have those tools available to you. And so today I thought I'd have a chat with you a little bit about some of the products that you can purchase that allow you to access your internet access whilst you're off camping in areas where there is mobile phone coverage, but it's iffy. It's a low quality signal. So there's a company called Powertec, and what Powertec do is they actually manufacture kits that are available for caravans, for trucks, for vehicles, even for some homes and that type of stuff as well, in areas where the phone reception is not very strong. And what it actually does is it takes the reception that you're actually getting from the outside and then it boosts that signal up for you. So I thought what I'd do is I'd show you some of the products that I've got here today. So Powertec has sent us out a couple of products for us to have a look at, and we're going to be installing those into the caravan today. We've got a gentleman coming out and we'll introduce you to him shortly, and he's going to be installing that in the caravan for us, and so we'll show you how that's done. And then what the plan is in the very near future we're going to do a review on the actual kit and how it actually works as well. Hey, so first things first, they provide us with an antenna. Now that antenna, I think it's a 7 to 10 dB antenna, and it was interesting when I was looking at the write-up on it. It says it'll give you around up to 100 dB gain when you use the app. So you've obviously got to use the app, and you've got to register the app and just update it by the sounds of it, and it'll give you up to 100 decibel gain using the antenna. Now I'm aware they make 2 antennas. They make one that's called a Yagi antenna, and so you'll see that up there on the screen there at the moment. The Yagi antennas are very directional, but they do provide a really high gain. They can actually pick up the signal from further. An omnidirectional antenna, which is this antenna that we're seeing right here. The omnidirectional antennas are more designed for being able to just put it up and you don't have to aim it. A Yagi antenna, you really do need to aim it. Now there are apps out there actually that do tell you whereabouts the phone towers are, so you can aim it in that direction. So you never know, maybe down the track I might even try out a Yagi antenna as well and just compare the differences for you also. So some of the other things that they give you, they obviously give you your cable. So I think this is, I think it's around 6 or 7 meters if I remember right. So it provides you 2 cables here, and these cables essentially are designed to go from your antenna into the station, the signal repeater. So inside this box we've got the repeater, and what this does is it grabs the signal and it boosts it up for you as well. We'll show you that in a minute. So that's the other antenna cable. So one of them will go from the actual antenna itself, and the other one will go to this thing here. This is your indoor antenna. So you're going to put this inside our caravan, and that antenna then will rebroadcast the signal for us. So this one here is for capturing the signal, and this one here is for rebroadcasting the signal. Okay, guys. They do provide you with a little stand here as well. And it's one of those really easy fold ones. Hey, you fold this down and then you can actually adjust the angle of it, and you push that back up there. So the gentleman that's coming today, he's going to be showing us how to install it, and we're going to be using a pole, one of those adjustable poles you can adjust the height on, and we're going to be giving that a go instead. They also provide you with an indoor antenna. Now I don't really need that antenna. This is more maybe for like a small house or something like that. Might be useful for you. And they've got a 12 volt power supply in there as well. Now we'll have a look inside this box. Okay, so let's look inside the box. So here we've got the CelFi Go. So this is the actual booster itself. And so what you'll find on it, tells you down here, you need to get started, you need to download the CelFi Wave app. So you can go to the App Store, you can go to Google Play, and you can download that as well. I do believe they also manufacture something for your computer as well, but look, early days for me, we'll learn as we go, and I'll share it with you as I learn also, hey. So this is going to be going inside the caravan somewhere. And this guy here, this is a 240 volt power supply. So like if you were in an area where you're always connected to power, you just use that, of course, But in our situation, a caravan, it's going to be a lot easier for us, I feel, to hook it straight up to 12 volt. We can't guarantee we're always on 240 volts, so it's going to be going to the batteries of the camper trailer as well. So next thing you should be seeing, we're going to be going and having a chat with the installer. I'll introduce you to him as well. If you want to find an installer for these products, you can actually go onto Powertec's website, and they do have a form you can fill in, and they'll recommend some different installers to you as well. So they have installers that have been trained professionally to actually install these units. So it's worthwhile going on the website and finding somebody who actually knows how to install this stuff. If you wanted to install it yourself, look, you can do that. It's not that difficult. I mean, antenna into your booster and booster into a separate antenna. For me, we've got a new caravan, and I just didn't really feel comfortable in wiring all that. I figured it might be better to get somebody who's had some experience with this sort of stuff before, and we'll get them to make their recommendations on how we should install it as well. Hey guys, so this is Mark from Comics, and he's come out today to help us install the CelFi Go. And we've been walking around the van. We've had a look around to see how we're going to install it and all that. Do you want us to show us a little bit about what you're going to do today, Mark?
Can do. All right, so what we've got is a
well, it's windy today.
We've got an external antenna here, Black Hawk. That's going to give us around about 7 dBi, up to 10 dBi of gain, and we're going to have that set up as a portable antenna. So what that means is that it's not going to be mounted to the van in any one location. It's going to give the flexibility of having it be mounted at the back or the side or anywhere where Robert can fit his van without hitting a tree or something like that, the antenna hitting a tree. And of course breaking his neck trying to get up on top of the van to stand the antenna up. So what we've come up with is just a pull pole. So it's a 3-piece pull pole, slides out, and we'll put the antenna on there, it screws on, and then we can mount that anywhere. It could be mounted on the drawbar, back of the van, or on the side of the van. And so that's pretty much it for the outside of the antenna, and then we're going to go inside and look at where we're going to mount the unit inside.
It's really windy today, guys, hey, too, so I hope that that came out all right, but if it doesn't, you'll have to excuse the wind, hey, unfortunately. So we're inside the van now, should be a bit better in here.
Alright, so this is the CelFi device we're fitting. Pretty basic installation. We've just got to mount this, hook up an internal antenna and an external antenna, and then power it up to 12 volts. Cool. So to keep it real simple for Robert, we're going to mount this under his seat where his batteries are located.
So we've got the batteries over on this side here, and we're going to mount it over this side.
We're going to tuck this unit up in under here, behind here, out of sight, out of mind. You don't really need to get to this device at all. It has got a light on there to explain what the device is doing. Blue light giving auto little search for 3G or 4G, or yellow light and a green light depending on 3G or 4G, what's available. So we might have that just available so he can pop his head in there and see it, but that's about it.
Cool.
And then we've got internal antenna. This is a panel antenna. So what we've decided is I like to have these so that you could use them outside the van or inside the van. So we're going to mount this antenna in about this location here. Run some conduit down so you don't see any of the cable, and then that gives Robert the option to take that out, put it outside if he needs to. For external, he might have some friends sitting around the campfire.
That'd be great, hey?
Give them all FaceTime.
Cool. Now, do you mind me asking, do you install these for a living as well?
Yes, we do, yeah. We sell them and install them, yeah.
Yeah, great. So if you're looking for an installer here in Brisbane, you give Mark a ring, hey, and he'll be able to give you a hand. I gave him a ring and I told him where I was, and he said you can come out to the place if you want to. It's a little bit zero, I think, and or you can take your van to where they are as well.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, great. Excellent. All right, guys, what we're going to do now, Mark's going to go through and he's going to do the installation. I'll do a little bit of filming around him, and away we go. All right then, guys. If I could take you up and
that's going to allow Robert to remove power if need be and tuck the cable out of sight.
Yeah, so we decided to put it underneath the seat. That way we can actually hide the cigarette lighter cable when we don't want it out. and when we've got everything disconnected, and then we can pull it out and plug it back into the cigarette socket there when we want our internet boosted or our phone reception boosted.
I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Life could be a dream. And I ding dong, plans would come true. And I ding dong.
So we're putting in the internal antenna now?
Yep.
Yep.
Just marking them up so we get it nice and square.
Plans would come true. And I ding dong, my whole life loving you. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.
Okay, so this is just a little extra we're doing for Robert's van today. Instead of him running his portable external antenna and running it in through the door or in through a window, past any fly screens and all that sort of stuff, we're going to drop a SMA plug, panel mounted SMA plug, out the bottom of the van, so he can just simply plug his antenna cable directly underneath the van, and then this little patch cable will go off to the CelFi device inside.
Right.
And make it nice and easy.
Make it easy, eh?
Yeah.
Right, so what are we going to do from here, Mark?
Okay, so this is our little patch cable to run between the CelFi device
Yep.
and the external part of the van.
Okay.
It's just a male to female SMA, and this is what's known as a bulkhead fitting.
Yep.
So we're going to drill a hole through the bottom of the floor.
Yep.
We're going to feed that up,
Yep.
and this plate is going to cover the hole, seal it up with some silicone, put a bit of Loctite on there so it doesn't vibrate loose, and that will just plug into the
Sweet.
CelFi. Yeah.
Excellent.
Nice and simple.
So Mark's going on the outside of the van. He's going to go out here.
Okie dokie. Yep.
Sweet. And he's going to drill a hole.
Going to do a pilot hole first. I'm going to make sure that's all good, and then we'll drill the bigger hole.
Cool. And we're going to try and see if we can see where it comes through in here somehow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so that's our cable just come. We'll go down here.
Go down there.
This is our cable just come through from the from that hole we drilled, and we're just going to plug that into the external antenna port on the CelFi device. Now, the way you can tell external antenna device is one's got a picture of a mobile phone on it. I'm just using my torch drill here to see. And one's got a mobile phone on the other side, and that's the internal antenna.
Okay.
So we're going to plug this one into the one that looks like a cell phone tower and tighten him up. And then we've just got to run our cable to the internal antenna now.
Okay. Okay, so for this one here is for the internal antenna.
Internal antenna, this should be approximately 6 metres. We don't need that much.
Yep.
However, that's what it comes packaged with. We could re-terminate the N-type plug.
But this will be an advantage for us if we want to move it outside, won't
Exactly, yeah. So this will be, we'll leave it, the cable where we're going to drill a hole a little bit loose, so we can detach it from the wall and take it outside if we need to.
Great.
If I could take you up.
Now, people can use these in, obviously, caravans.
Yep.
Where else can they use them?
We install them in houses, boats and cars as well.
There you go.
Side offices, anywhere where you need to enhance your 3G, 4G reception.
So this is not just for caravans, guys. You can use it in other purposes as well, hey?
That's right, yeah, exactly.
So Mark, can you tell us about this product? Is this the best one to use on the marketplace or what?
Yeah, well, the CelFi Go, which is brought in by Powertec, is as far as I know, the only legal mobile phone booster on the market. You will find some illegal eBay items out there, which I would highly advise not to touch.
Right.
But yeah, works really well.
There can be fines, I think, isn't it?
Hefty fines, yeah. If you get caught with an illegal mobile phone booster, quite hefty fines, yeah.
Okay. And the reason for that, it causes problems with the phone network or something?
Yeah, it can cause all sorts of spurious interference. It could, for example, shut down an ATM machine when you come into a town and log all sorts of faults with anything Wi-Fi or 3G related.
So these ones, they've already been approved. So Powertec have already got them, and they've got ones for Telstra, I think for Vodafone, Optus, isn't it?
That's right, yeah. I would have to just check. I'm pretty sure the Vodafone one might be just about to be released for the CelFi Go, which is a mobile, what someone would put in a caravan.
Yep.
But yeah, all three networks have got a product for that, whether it be a house or in vehicle. Yeah.
Cool.
We've got these 32mm pole brackets.
Yep.
And what we're going to do is these will clamp on, so you can push that on nicely.
Right.
And we'll have two of them. We'll put one up higher, space it out as far as we possibly can, and we're going to drill this device, this bracket, onto the back of the caravan, and this is where we're going to extend the pole. We've got power lines above us, so we're not going to extend it at the moment.
Yeah, unfortunately where we are, guys, the power line's sitting right up there.
But,
so we've got to be a bit more careful, aren't we?
For our testing, we'll maybe have it set up on the ground.
Yeah, I think so.
Boom, boom, bosh, boom, boom. Tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Life could be a dream. And I think
So with these fittings, normally if this was being left out for a period of time, I'm talking, you know, if we were mounting on this permanently on the van, we'd tape that up with rubberized tape to keep the water out.
Yep.
For your application, you'd probably, like me, the weekend warrior, gets away in the van, maybe for a week at a time, and that's going to be fine for that. It gives us then the flexibility of just being able to unscrew that and take that off, unscrew the antenna off this pole and tuck it away out of sight until next time, because sometimes you don't need this product all the time. You might go to a caravan park where
it's fine reception there.
Yeah, where you got good reception.
So where we are here at the moment, it's funny, hey, we've got power lines just heading straight up above where the antenna's got to come up, aren't we?
That's it.
So we're not going to put the antenna up the whole way, unfortunately, but we're going to hook up the rest of it. We'll see how, we'll just check, make sure everything's working properly.
and I think my whole life loving you. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.
So we just plugged the CelFi device into power, hooked up the antennas there, and we're just having a look at the lights on the device there. And now we're going to register that on Robert's iPad or iPhone. It doesn't really matter, it can be Android or iOS device. Booster, we'll just do a retry.
There we go. Okay. Found one that's synchronizing data, syncing data. It's got a serial number there. With a big green tick on it now. Wave would like you to send notifications. We'll allow that.
Yeah, allow.
And allow.
Okay, so this is the registration step.
Okay, so
probably don't want to see all those details.
I'll fill in my details and we'll come back on once I've done that. Okay, now it says it's verifying system information, requesting operator info, authenticating. Sounds promising.
Looks good.
Booster update available.
Alright,
So
we'll do an update. Yeah, we'll just press update.
Okay. Update, checking for updates. So installing 1 of 1. Update NU to version 019.040. Okay, so it says update complete now. Let's say okay.
So what we've got here is the main dashboard of the Wave app, showing us this one here, showing us network strength. So we've got our omnidirectional antenna set up.
Yep.
Out the back of the caravan.
Right.
And it's showing we've got full signal strength there, so that's great.
Okay.
It's showing us here the boost level, so how hard the CelFi device is working. Level 7 boost. So I wasn't sure what the mobile phone coverage was prior to this.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. So yeah, it's full signal here. So I'm obviously on Telstra, so
Could be using my booster.
yeah, could be. And we've got 3G coverage showing us there. So we can go into some advanced settings there. The only one I'd probably say that would be any use to is just name the device,
right.
And you might call it the caravan name or Robert's CelFi or something like that, just so if anyone logs on, they'll
know what it is.
If they find it, they'll see who owns it. What we can do is, I was telling Robert before, we can see exactly how well this device is working. If we unplug the external antenna port out of the device, we'll notice that network strength go right away. So I might just quickly do that, which was that one. You'll notice after maybe a few seconds, that will drop away.
There it goes. Nothing.
Okay, so we've got nothing there. So we know that external antenna is doing a great job.
Yeah, yeah.
And what we just do is normally recommend that this device goes on auto. So there's a button on the front of this CelFi device that we press.
Right.
And it lights up blue. And when it's blue, that means it's on auto. So that'll auto select between 3G and 4G.
Okay, so why do you generally have it on auto? Is that so that it automatically grabs the best signal, or?
Yeah, well, not many people know if it's 3G or 4G coverage when they go to a new town.
Okay.
So auto's just making it so simple for them.
Okay.
If there is only 3G device or only 3G coverage, I sometimes on my CelFi device put it back to 3G, so it's just not constantly looking for that 4G signal.
I see. Okay. All right, guys, we've pretty much finished installing it now, hey? And I'd like to thank Mark for coming out here today and giving us a hand, showing us how it's all done, telling us the pros and cons and of how to use them and all that as well. So thanks a lot, Mark.
Thank you.
Really good.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to coming to you in the next episode and going to be showing you how it actually functions and how it performs as well. Unfortunately, where we are at the moment, we've got a mobile phone tower just sitting up there on the water tower. So that'd be a bit cheating, I think.
That's it, yeah.
But anyway, thanks a lot, Mark. Really appreciate it.
No problem at all.
Cool. No worries, mate.
Thank you.
Talk to you later, guys.